Okay, now we're at problem number 23. So that is 2 times negative 2 over 9. So here we have a positive and a negative. So our answer was going to be negative. So let's take a look at this. 2 over 1, remember, multiplied by negative 2 over 9. So equals. So we know that these two together is going to be a 9, and these two together is going to be a negative 4. So your answer is negative 4 over 9. Number 24, negative 2 multiplied by a third. So what they're saying here is we have a negative and a positive, so we know our answer is going to be negative. That we're certain of. So that is negative 2 over 1 multiplied by 1 over 3 equals negative 2 over 3. That's our answer. All right. Number 25 now, moving along. Negative 2, 13 over 8. Now, I'm doing these fast, and you might screw up a lot, but just by doing them over and over again, you're going to get it. All right. Negative 2 over 1 multiplied by 13 over 8. Now, this is a negative, this is a positive, so we know our answer is going to be negative. We know right away. Let's take a look at this. Can these two cancel out right here, these two buggers? This can be divided by 2 and this can be divided by 2. I think they can, so let's rewrite this. Negative 2 divided by 2 equals negative 1 over 1 multiplied by 13 over 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Equals negative 1 times 13, negative 13, 1 times 4 equals 4. I'm going to write this differently. That's the answer. 26 now, moving along. 26. 3 over 1 over 2, right? This is the problem. So what are they saying here? 3 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 2. Now, I think they're trying to mess with you here. By putting the same denominator, they're going to try to convince you to add, right? But you're not supposed to add. You're supposed to multiply this by this and this by this. So this is really 3 times 1 over 2 times 2. And that is 3 over 4. If you try adding, you'll get 4 over 2, which is wrong. So this is the right answer. Tricky, tricky, tricky. So negative 6 over 5 multiplied by negative 11 over 8. Now it's getting crazy. So what they're saying here is negative 6 over 5 multiplied by negative 11 over 8 equals. These are two negative numbers. We're going to get a positive answer for sure. So can we reduce anything here? Well, here I think these two we can divide by 2, right? So let's do negative 6 divided by 2 equals negative 3 over 5 multiplied. So I'm just rewriting this part. And then negative 11 over 8 divided by 2, because you have to divide the top, you have to divide the bottom. 4 equals negative 3 times negative 11 is positive 33 over 20, and that is it. That's your answer. That was number 27. So now we're going to move along to number 28. Number 28, that's such small writing. Negative 3 over 7, negative 11 over 8. Negative 3 over 7, negative 11 over 8. So when we see two brackets, you're multiplying. And we see two negative numbers, does it mean our answer is going to be positive? Boom. So negative 3 over 7 multiplied by negative 11 over 8 equals. Can we reduce anything here? I don't think so. Can I put any 3's into 7? Can I put any 11's into 8? Nothing. So this is just the way it's going to be, folks. 7 times 8 is 56. Negative 3 times negative 11, 33. And that is that your answer? I think it is. If it isn't, well, it isn't. Maybe it can be reduced further. I just can't see it right now. No, I can't see it. Numéro 28. All right, number 29. Moving along. 8 times 1 over 2. This is pretty easy, right? 8 over 1 times 1 over 2. Right? Anytime you see a multiply sign, you can put a great big line here and multiply. 8 over 2. You can divide that by 2, so that's 4 over 1 equals 4. All right, you can divide these two. This is a division. 8 times 1, and so here we could have easily divided by 2 right away. It would have been a 4 and a 1, but whatever. 30. Negative 2, negative 9 over 7, negative 2 over 1 multiplied by negative 9 over 7 equals. Now take a look at what I'm doing here. Two negatives, I'm going to get a positive. So I'm going to multiply these two. Negative 2 times negative 9 equals 18 over 7. That's the answer. Can't reduce it anymore. 31. So that's what they're saying here. Brackets. So 2 times 3 times 3 over 4. So 2 over 3 times 3 over 4. Now take a look at how sexy this is. Boom, look at these guys. You can eliminate these guys, right? And these ones you can divide by 2. So divide by 2, divide by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1 over 1, because 3 and 3 we cancel, and it becomes a 1, times 1 over 4 divided by 2 equals 2, equals 1 over 2, right? 1 times 1 equals 1, 1 times 2 equals 2. That's the answer, 1 over 2. Tricky question. Okay, number 32, number 32. Negativo, 32, all right. 17 over 9. Is that a negative? No, that's a positive. No, 32? Yes, it's a negative. And minus 3 over 5. Boom. All right, 2 negatives is a positive, right? So we know that. There's a negative here, there's a negative here. We know our answer is going to be positive. All right, can we do some division here? I think so. These two buggers here looks like they can be divided by 3. So negative 17 over 9 divided by 3 is 3 multiplied by negative 3. Here, this bugger here, 3 over 3 is 1, negative 1 over 5. So that would be 17 over 15 if I do this multiplication, right? 17 times 1, negative 17 times negative 1 equals 17. 3 times 5 equals 15. That's your answer, 17 over 15. Moving on. Number 33. 2 times 3 over 2. Now look at what they're doing here. 2 over 1 times 3 over 2. That's what 2 is. It's 2 over 1. Hey, look at these guys here. They can cancel. So that's 1 over 1 multiplied by 3 over 1 equals 3, right? 1 multiply 1 times 1 equals, that looks like a smiley face. 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 times 3 equals 3. Boom. Done. Next customer, 34. 17 over 9 minus 3 over 5. Okay, take a look at this. I think we can cancel. So let's do 17. This can be divided by 3. This can be divided by 3. So we have 17 over 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Then we have negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1 over 5. And then we can straight multiply. Negative 17, all right? And 3 times 5 equals 15. Looks very similar to an answer. Yeah, it looks similar to problem 32, except it's not negative. All right, that's good, number 34. So let's move along to number 35. Number 35 now. 1 over 2, negative 7 over 5. So 1 times negative 7 is, 1 times negative 7 is negative 7. 2 times 5 equals 10. So that's a negative. It makes sense, doesn't it? Does it make sense? Yes. That 1 over 2 is positive, this one is negative, we're going to get a negative result. And that's what we did. Boom. 36 now. 1 over 2, 5 over 7. Another way of writing this is like that. So what are we doing here? This times this and this times this? I think so. Boom, there it is. 5 over 14. Oop, there it is. All right, let's go down. Now they're going to ask us to find the quotient. So, additional step with quotients, right? Before multiplying, you have to inverse the number you're dividing by. So let's take a look at what's going on here. Minus 2 divided by 7 over 4. What they're saying here is minus 2 over 1. Since there's the division here, we multiply by the opposite, which is 4 over 7. And then we just do the multiplication. So, boom. Can we divide these 2 by 2? No, we can't, because it's two numerators. We need a numerator and a denominator to reduce that. So it's negative 2 minus 4 equals negative 8 over 1 times 7 equals 7. So the answer is negative 8 over 7. You see how we did that? Guten. Number 38 now. Negative 12 over 7 divided by negative 9 over 5. Is that what it is? Number 5? Is that what that is? All right, number 38. Divided negative 9 over 5 equals. So let's take a look at what we're doing here. Since these are two negatives, the answer is going to be positive. So we know that. So negative 12 over 7 multiplied by the opposite. Negative 9 over 5 really translates to negative 5 over 9. And now we multiply. But before we multiply, let's just take a look at this right here. And I think we can divide these guys by 3 equals negative 12 divided by 3 equals negative 4 over 7 multiplied by negative 5 over 9 divided by 3 equals negative 4 times negative 5 equals 20. And two negatives equals a positive. 7 times 3 equals 21. And that is the answer for number 38. Number 39 now. Number 39. Number 39. Negative 1 over 9 divided by negative 1 over 2. Okie dokie. So since they're two negatives, we know our answer is going to be positive. Boom, we know that. So negative 1 over 9 multiplied by the opposite, which would be negative 2 over 1, equals. Look at these two guys. Negative 1 times negative 2 equals 2. 9 times 1 equals 9. 2 over 9, that's awesome. Right? We're done. Over with. Forget it. It's over. Can I do another? Yeah. Number 40, fast. Negative 2 divided by negative 3 over 2. So 2 negatives equals a positive. We know that right away, so we know our answer is going to be positive. So negative 2 is really negative 2 over 1 multiplied, I was going to do a mistake, negative 2 over 3. Now, it's tricky here. We're tempted here to go to cancel right away, right? But we can't, because we have to inverse this number before multiplying. We can't cancel like this, because we have to cancel when we're canceling numbers. We have to divide by, let's say we're tempted to divide by 2 here, but since we're only dividing in the numerator, we can't do that. So that is a no-no. So negative 2 times negative 2 equals 4. 1 times 3 equals 3. That is your answer. So we're at number 40. We're going to continue next video.